Hello, hello, hello. Intro number 77. Time certainly seems to be flying. 77. And we still have up to 101 to go. Okay, so discussion, opinion. Some people believe that young people should have a university education. This will bring benefits to society in the future. Others, however, think it will lead to graduate unemployment. Both views and opinion. So, as we know, sentence one, you paraphrase. Some believe that, according to some, benefits can be changed into beneficial. Others, other people, these graduates, young people, today's youth, there's two or three ways. Community, society, nation, maybe, will lead to. So you could have graduate unemployment rates or high youth unemployment rates, or there's two or three ways that you could change this around. So, what's our main ideas? Well, for view one, having many, well-educated people should affect the economic life of the society. If you've got lots of well-educated people, then they can do things that less educated people can't, I suppose. I suppose it's a good thing, education. However, if there's too many, it might be difficult for them all to get jobs, so that may well cause a high youth unemployment rate. We'll see. So here's my introduction. According to some, university education should be available to all young people, as this would be beneficial to the community. Other people, however, think that these graduates would have problems in finding work and become unemployed. Despite having a positive effect on the society's economy, in my opinion, a large supply of degree holders would cause a high youth unemployment rate. So, time for yours now. Some people think that youngsters ought to have a university degree so that they can be beneficial to the country in years to come. Whereas others believe it will cause an increase in the unemployment rate between graduates, in my view. That's very good. Very good. Don't have to change anything there. So we've got a restatement of the topic, clear opinion, and some idea where it's going. Okay. People of different views about whether youth should have university education or not. Some think that education creates social status. Well, it doesn't really say that. Really, it doesn't say anything about social status. It says, again, what's it say precisely? Benefits to society, not improve their social status. So that doesn't really work. That's not the same at all. Continuing education leads to unemployment. I agree with the first opinion based on my observation. Right, we don't need that. That should be in the body paragraph if that's an example. We don't need that there. Continuing education has had a positive impact on people's lives. Okay, so that's not so bad. Again, we don't really need that. That can be in your body paragraph where you develop this idea. Adolescents, not the same. Not the same. Adolescents are kind of teenies, so it's not, not the same thing at all. Teenage, adolescence, so not the same. Ought to pursue education to get a university degree. Benefit is not the same as advantage, and will advantage or gain advantage. It depends if it's being used as a verb or a noun. So if we want a verb here, a benefit is better. Will gain advantage. You could change it. It will be advantageous, but we can't really say will advantage from this. You can benefit from this, but you can't advantage. However, others argue that this would cause, I don't know why you've got what, this would cause so-called graduate unemployment. Well, it's not so-called, is it? That's what it is. From my personal standpoint, it would be a negative development because low-paid jobs. What would be a negative development? Because we've got so you think it would be negative for people to go to university, or graduate unemployment will be a negative development? I'm not quite sure what you mean there. Because low-paid jobs will remain unoccupied. Well, why would they? Again, I'm not quite sure where this is going. While many will seek for an appropriate one, you mean appropriate job? Okay, but I'm not really clear as to what is going on in that. That needs a bit of explanation. There are a range of different views. Well, they're not. There's not a range. There's only two. There's only two. There's not a range. There's only two. Some people think yes. Some people think no. There are different views on question of university degree, having a university degree. Absolutely pivotal is not the same as beneficial. You've got this adverb here, absolutely. Well, it doesn't say that. There's no absolutism. And pivotal just means that it can turn one way or another, which is not necessarily the same as advantageous or beneficial. What others believe that this leads to an increase in rate of unemployment, or a rate of because unemployment or the rate of recently graduated. This leads to the rate of recently graduated unemployed. Okay, that's better. Okay, because that doesn't really work. This leads to an increase in the rate of unemployed recently graduated. Just make it the rate of recently graduated unemployed. In my view, acquiring knowledge through the university by practical improvement improves a productive. I'm no idea what this means. Acquiring knowledge through the university. So you think that going to university is good. Practical improvement, which means what? Improves. That's not very clear to the reader at all. Sorry, not really sure what that means. A lot of people believe that university education ought to positive things. You mean can bring positive things, or can be beneficial for society? That has been noticed by young people. What's been noticed by young people? I'm not really sure what that means, unless you mean young people, that university education for young people can bring positive things, if that's what you mean. But how you've expressed that doesn't really make a lot of sense. That university education for young people, so let's just put that there. Education for young people can bring positive things for society. Others, and other means one. Others argue that rising university educated graduated may affect unemployment. Now, I did mention this. I commented on this before in the group. No idea. That doesn't make any sense at all. Rising university education graduated may affect on employing them by missing occasions. No, that's not very clear. And empty sentence. I will discuss and give my opinion in the conclusion, not owns a preference and opinion. But again, that's an empty sentence. Why? So in this essay, I will answer both of the questions and give my opinion. Why wouldn't you simply, as these others have tried to do, explain what you mean? That's better. Okay. Right, I was having this before. That's far too long for an introduction. When it comes to think about the difference of university degree, different points of view are observed. Right, well, okay, so we don't need that. If we were going to make this a little better, right, some believe that a university education has beneficial aspects for society. Okay, so we could do it like that. We don't need an article for society. And the other side, and the other side, there is no other side. While others and why is it past, are concerned about increasing graduate unemployment. Right, that's all that you need. Just that. Then we've got this here. We don't actually need this. All that you need to do is simply one view is this, one view is that. Don't need that at all. If you want to do that, that should be in your body paragraph. Okay, and then sentence 2, opinion. In my view, the developmental level of society is of the what importance? Utmost importance, major importance, or simply important? Important. Okay. Become beneficial, causing main problems in employment. So I'm not sure what that's got to do with graduates, with people going to university. I'm not really sure what that's got to do with the topic. It doesn't say anything about that. It says young people going to uni, good, but something's bad, lots of unemployed. I'm not really sure what that's got to do with anything. Okay, well, it is said that having university degrees for young adults is a must in that contemporary societies can potentially take advantage of the individuals. Why not simply say it's beneficial? Some may argue unemployed youngsters will rise. What? That the rate of unemployed youngsters. The rate of unemployed youngsters will rise. From my point of view, this is not a great idea, or it's not a good idea to oblige students to pursue their education, as communities need not only university educated people, but also ones who possess practical skills. Okay, that's not bad. You could maybe make that a little shorter, but okay, that's not too bad. According to some, it is beneficial to society. Again, we don't need an article. If young people receive further education, while others argue that this might raise the number of unemployed university graduates, I believe, although society needs a workforce, practical jobs, it is advantageous to have more graduates as there are more job opportunities. Yep, that's good. You see, that's pretty good. Excellent. No criticism there. Now this one here, I did comment a while ago. Young people ought to be graduated in universities, and with this comes advantages to the society in the forthcoming. Forthcoming is an adjective, so we need a noun. It's not the same as future. You can use that as a noun. Others argue that it will cause, or that it causes, joblessness among graduated people. Okay, then it was this sentence here that no idea. That doesn't make any sense to me at all. Your explanation in the group. Why didn't you write what you told me in the group? Because that would make sense. This it doesn't make any sense at all. Some think that the youth ought to be educated by university, well, educated in or at. as this will bring profits to the community in the coming. Profits, that's not the same as benefits, not the same. In the coming, again, adjective, in the coming what? In the coming years. Okay. Others believe it could result in unemployment of graduates or in the unemployment rate. Discussing both views, this essay agrees that having an educated force in society could bring a favourable outcome in progress. Oh dear, right. No idea. What does that mean? Favourable outcome in progress of different occupations field. It's kind of like that. Don't know what you mean, and the examiner will not be wasting any time trying to interpret this. So, not too bad, not too bad. We've got some that are good, some not very clear. So that's not so good, that's not very clear, that's good. Good. Not really on topic, far too long, you could have cut that down. Empty sentence. Not really sure what that means. A few things there that are not as clear as it could be. Yeah, not very clear. That's not bad. That should be in your body paragraph. And very good. So take heed of this introduction. That's good. So excellent. I'll see you later on. We'll post a new topic a bit later for number 78. I'll see you then.